All right. Um, it's just me today. I know we told you guys last week that Luke is on vacation. So just me running the show. I feel like this has an opportunity to be either very okay or bad. So it's weird talking to yourself. But I'm on my Joe Rogan wave, I guess. Isn't he the one that does it all alone? Um, but yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm gonna play the intro music right now.
Yap, yap, yelling at pigeons. Yap, yap, nobody listens. Yap, yap, screaming my vision. Yap, yap, yelling at pigeons.
Welcome back to another episode of Yelling at Pigeons. My name's Caleb Crane, uh, the lone survivor today. It is Wednesday, January 15th, and yeah, this is just me. Um, just want to update you guys on some things. Like I said earlier, Luke is on vacation, so hopefully you've made it this far just to see me cook. Um, Probably not going to cook that hard, but yeah, I just want to update you guys on New Year's resolution stuff. I know it's only 15 days in, but I feel like people give up after 15 days. And if you follow me on Strava, you might have thought that I gave up on the Vanessa Carlton challenge, but I have not. I promise. I have not. I plan to keep going. I'm only at like probably 12 ish miles by the time that you guys are hearing this. But I was away for a wedding this past week, and it's been cold and snowy here. So it's hard to run out there, and the treadmill that I have is not nice. Not nice to me. But you might be saying, oh, you're just making a bunch of excuses. I am. I am. I'm going to make excuses. Um, it's a resolution because I need to be better. So I will continue to get better throughout the year, and we'll get to the point where I can go more than 2 miles before the sun goes down, or more than 4 miles in a day. Like, we'll get there, but chip away little by little. There are people that are crushing me in this goal, but I just need to be better, and I will. I promise. The Dune update. I have downloaded the audiobook because I need someone to read to me. It's hard for me to just read. It helps me stay on track for someone to read to me. So hopefully that will be a bonus for me. But who knows? It might help me. It might not. Um, but yeah, like I said, I was at a wedding this week in Orlando. Um, and it was a blast. I love weddings. Love. Um, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. I always love crushing a dance floor with mediocre dance moves, jumping up and down, offbeat. I'm not the best at staying on rhythm, but I do my best. Um, love good wedding dance songs. Um, but yeah, shout out to Bill and Kylie. They probably are not going to listen to this, but very happy that I got to be there and support them. Love them a lot. Let me go back to my notes. Oh, rental cars. The rental car market is crazy. I don't have a credit card because I'm like poor and I like got rid of my credit card so that I could pay it off. You need a credit card for a rental car. I'm dumb, so I was not aware of this. Um, so I had to jump through all these hoops and then finally found a place that was able to rent me a car with just my debit card, but it was like double the price. And so I might just open a rental car business eventually because it is very lucrative. Um, but shout out to them. I don't even remember the brand, but shout out to them. Um, but yeah, it was nice being back in Florida, especially during how cold it has been here. It was still like not super warm there, but it was like in the like 60s. I think got to 70s one of the days. But yeah, we made it happen. It was still like weird because I'm not fully used to the cold, so I was still wearing a sweatshirt when it was like 65. And I did see people wearing um, like shorts and stuff. I did wear shorts one of the days, but that's not even the point of this. Anyway, this is really going to challenge if I'm like a true yapper, because if you can yap alone, you can yap with the best of them. So where else? Oh, I watched Beast Games, the new episode of Beast Games, episode 5. So if you haven't watched episode 5, skip a couple minutes. Um, I don't know where I'm at with like if I would have um, fought for the island, but like my luck, if I would have decided to go for the island. If you don't haven't seen it, I hope you're skipping. But if you're you're gonna watch but you want to listen anyway, whatever. The first challenge was you had to play hide and seek, and they just like everybody just hit around the island, and some people were so close I would have like pooped my pants if they got that close to me. They had like a Navy SEALs team trying to find them. But yeah, they just like kept going, and then there was a point where you could have like given up your chance to win the island, and just go to the boat and be with everybody, because there was like a vote of everybody else that was playing that had decided not to fight for the island. There was like 9 or 10 people that decided to go for the island, and let's say 1.8 million, which is a lot of money. But if you lose the island, you lose the game. Like you're gone, you go home, which is sucks. But like I would have been like, listen, I don't want to put my trust in all these strangers. Like again, I've talked about this before. Me and Luke talked about it last week. Like I'd be pressing that button to send everybody home because they're strangers. They don't know me. I don't know them. So for me to be like, oh, these people need to know me, need to trust me. I don't know. I don't want to put my fate in their hands. So I would be like, all right, I'm going to decide to just go back to the boat. I'm still playing. An island would be cool, but like, good luck trying to sell that thing. I'm not like gonna take my friends there. I'm not gonna take my family there. Like, that's crazy. It probably cost so much money to get out to the island. Giving that up. But yeah, they left us on a cliffhanger, of course. But yeah, hopefully you've skipped 2 minutes and we're done talking about Beast Games. Um, here we are. It is 7. We are 7 minutes into this, and I am running low on things to talk about. But luckily, I have a couple sporkles lined up. Live 5 might take a long time today, but we're gonna get through it. I have a tier list, which is gonna be fun. I already accidentally clicked something on the tier list, um, so I know how this one works, and it's gonna be an easy one to go through. Um, but yeah, I watched "I Love You, Man" this weekend, which just made sense. I was at a wedding, have to watch "I Love You, Man." I forget how good that movie is, and I also forget that like Jason Segel is like one of like my favorite actors. Like he's so funny. He really plays like the same character a lot, which is okay. But it's just him. I feel like he would be like a top character, like a top person to hang out with, and whether it's whoever he played in uh, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, whoever his character in Sydney in I Love You Man, his character in the Muppets movie when he sings incredibly. Am I a man or am I a Muppet? Like all time banger. And also you have to like obviously Marshall in um, How I Met Your Mother is just an all time character. Probably the best character in that show. Um, and he's also, I talked about last week, he's in Shrinking, um, which he plays a different character in that, which is really cool because it's more like a drama. Not drama. I don't even know how to describe that show. It's feel good, but it's also sad, and there's just a lot going on. And I don't know. He plays him in a different way, I guess. I don't know. He give that show a watch. Yeah, but um, I don't know. My life is fine. It's cold. Work is cold. Home is cold. Gas is expensive. I don't even know. Um, but yeah, I don't really have like any stories to talk about. It was a crazy sports weekend, but we will talk about sports another day tomorrow. Also, probably just going to meet me because Tanner is in Vegas. Um, so everybody just decided to go out of town the same day, same week, except for I came back a little bit early, which is nice. But um, yeah, we also need to talk about Planet Fitness and how I should have canceled my Planet Fitness membership while I was in Ocala, but now I'm gonna have to like call them or like write them a letter, and I think that's crazy that a planet like that they can just be like, oh no, you can't cancel online. You have to like come all the way here. Like, sorry, I moved and forgot to do it. I mean, it's only $10 a month, so I can like eat $10 a month. But like in an ideal world, I get those $10 back. But I digress. Um, but yeah, we're sitting here at 11 minutes ish, and I'm gonna have to pull the parachute, and we're gonna have to go into this fast food restaurants ranking. Yeah, so it's fast food. It says fast food restaurants, but there were some restaurants on there that were not um, fast food. So if you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to be closer to the screen here, but that's going to be okay. You're going to have to get over it. Um, Hopefully, this gets out decently too, because I've never edited the podcast. I've only edited clips before. So shout out to Luke for doing that. I'm gonna reload this page. Yeah, so as you see, if you're watching, this is League Horde's fast food restaurant tier list, and you can put it in the tiers just by submitting a vote on the side. I accidentally put Arby's in C, which, as someone who worked at Arby's, and it was like one of the only um, fast food restaurants in my town for a while. Shout out Cambridge, shout out Groove. I do enjoy Arby's. It's not a B, it's not an A, it's not an S by any means, but it's not a D. They have the meats. They have good chicken tenders, and curly fries are very good as well. But Checkers, I've only been to Checkers a couple times. We didn't have one where I was at, but I've only tried it a couple times. I think it's good. I think they have good fries. Their burgers are all right, but I don't think it's like extraordinary. And people might get mad at me. Then make your own list. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm going to put this one in C as well. Jack in a Box. Have never had it. And there is a tier for have never had it. So I've never been. I've heard it's good. I've heard they have great tacos, but I've just never had it. Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's might be, let me think about this, might be the number two. I think Jimmy John's is going to be the number two sub place, which means I'm going to put it in A, because there's one on here that I do like better, but I'm going to say Jimmy John's in A. Sonic, let me just tell you about Sonic. Sonic might be my favorite fast food restaurant. I wish I had one closer to me, and I wish I went more when I had one close to me. But I didn't. Tater tots are just maybe the goat side potato. And you can throw chili cheese on them. You can get a good burger. They have smash burgers now, which are really good. They have hot dogs. You know, anytime I can have a chance to get a hot dog, I'm taking it. Sorry, Google, I didn't mean to upset you. So I'm gonna put Sonic in S. I think it's a top tier fast food restaurant. Whataburger. All right. I also enjoy Whataburger. I have only had it a few times. One time was after a wedding, and it was super late in Louisiana, and it wasn't really that good. I just feel like they put way too much mustard on the burger, and it was pretty dry, which doesn't make sense. Like a lot of a condiment. but also very dry. So I'm gonna put this. I don't think it's my favorite. I don't even think it's a top three favorite burger place. John, don't yell at me. But I think I'm gonna put it in B, mostly because I haven't had it that much. So I need to have more of a sample size. But it's gonna go in B. Again, White Castle, one that I've never had. So unfortunately, I have to go in the never been. IHOP. All right. Now that I see that IHOP's on here, I know I also saw that Waffle House was on here. And as a person who firmly believes that waffles are better than pancakes, I also don't love IHOP. I love breakfast food. I love breakfast, like breads, pastries, pancakes, waffles. I do like pancakes, but I don't like them as much as waffles. Do I like IHOP more than Arby's? I think that if I had the choice to go to IHOP, this isn't fast food though. This isn't fast food, so I think I might skip it. Remember when they tried to do International House of Burgers, IHOB, and people didn't like it? But I'm going to skip it because it's not a fast food restaurant. Papa John's. Again, not really a fast food restaurant. Um, but since they deliver, I'm going to put them on here because you don't have to leave your house. It's closer to a fast food restaurant than it is to not, I guess. But I do love Papa John's. I love that you get the little garlic sauce. I love the peppers that you can get, that the pepperoncinis that come with it. And honestly, I like their crust. I know some people don't like their crust because it feels like it's undercooked, but I like it. Um, is it my favorite? It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. No, I don't think that it's Pizza House mixing Papa John's up with Pizza Hut. But Papa John's does have the sauce. It's my second. It's probably my second favorite pizza. So I'm going to go in A with Papa John's. Panda Express, another very good one. I probably should put Papa John's in B and then put the other one in A. Anyway, Panda Express. Panda Express, very good. It's Express. I think I'm gonna throw it in the Whataburger tier. Popeyes. Let me tell you about Popeyes. When it's good, it's good, and when it's bad. I remember I was at the Popeyes in Cambridge, and it was the worst. Like it's always been the worst experience, but it was like 6 o'clock at night, and I asked for spicy chicken because I like a little spicy chicken. So what? Sue me. Um, and they were like, "Nah, we're not cooking anymore tonight." What do you mean you're not cooking anymore spicy chicken tonight? It's 6 o'clock. You guys are still open for another 4 hours. Why is that my like? I'm trying to give you my money. Um, so yeah, just sometimes their customer service isn't that great, but um, when it's good, it's good. But I think it's going to go in Whataburger tier, in B tier. Um, yeah, Little Caesars, not as bad, but it's going to go in C with Arby's. Zaxby's, without a question, that's going to be S tier. I love Zaxby's. Um, Probably my favorite chicken place out there. Anywhere you can get wings, fast food is awesome. Um, and I probably went there as much as I went to Sonic when I lived in Florida. Um, the fries are good. They have good sweet tea. They have good drinks. They have good, big old drinks. Chicken sandwiches are good. Chicken minis or whatever they're called. Chicken littles. Very good. Zax sauce is one of my favorite sauces. And their ranch. They keep their ranch in the refrigerator so it stays cold. And cold ranch on warm to hot fries is incredible. So Zaxby's S. Burger King. Jose, I don't know if this is gonna make you mad or not, but I think I'm gonna put it in Whataburger tier because I like it more than Arby's. I like it more than Checkers, but there are another couple more burger places that I like more than it. Um, So yeah, we're gonna put it. It's not better than Whataburger. Um, put it in B. Wendy's. Here's one that is better than Burger King. Um, their nuggets are good. Um, their their spicy chicken sandwich is good. Their Dave singles to doubles to triples are good. Baconators, Frosty. A Frosty is a top tier dessert from a fast food restaurant. So it's gonna have to go A. It's gonna have to go A. I don't know if another burger place will go higher than A. Um, but yeah, Taco Bell also elite. Gordita, cheesy gordita crunch. Um, 5 layer burrito, grilled cheese burrito. Um, all of it. Crunchwrap Supreme. Nacho fries are some of their top tier. I have not had their chicken nuggets yet. I've heard they're good, but there's not really, you know, there's nothing on the menu they don't do great. So I'm gonna go with A again. We're filling up near the top, which isn't that good. Now Subway. I don't think Subway is all that bad, but looking at what we have on this list, I'm gonna have to put it pretty low because there are going to be better sub restaurants, and there are going to be other like fast food restaurants that I would take way more often than I get Subway. If I'm in a Walmart and I'm really hungry and I smell that bread, fine. But if I'm like if you gave me three subs, one of them was Jimmy John's, one of them was Subway, and one of them was any of the others, I'm not going to take Subway. So for that reason, you're going to D. And I'm sorry, Subway. Five Guys. Here's the burger place that is better. I love a Five Guys burger. I do. And the price is a little much, but they give you so many fries. They have great milkshakes. Wow, I'm sounding like probably the fattest person ever. And my one of my resolutions is to lose weight. But I digress again. I'm going I'm gonna put it above Wendy's. I'm gonna put it in S. Applebee's. Applebee's, we're skipping. I like Applebee's. Half price appetizers after 9, or I think it's 10 now. Dollaritas. You can't beat that. But I'd take Chili's over it any day. But I'm still gonna skip. Auntie Anne's. You gotta love a warm pretzel when you're in the mall, when you're shopping all day, when you're with your mom and she's doing Christmas shopping, but she's not shopping for you because she can't because she's with you, and you just smell the pretzels. It's good, but I don't think it's fast food. It is fast food. It's a walk up. I'm gonna put Auntie Anne's in. Put it in C because you don't see it as much. Chili's again. We're skipping triple dippers. They have a lot of good burgers. 3 for me. I was just in the Orlando airport, and they have the one in right before security where you can take the escalator up the stairway to heaven. I've always wanted to go up there. One of these days I will. But every time I feel like I'm getting there, it's early in the morning or I'm like in a rush. So one of these times I'm going to schedule a flight for like 6 or 7 before. I think I've heard it's closing. So I need to get there soon. So we're going to skip this because it's not fast food. Chipotle. One of the greatest places you can eat. I feel like the food's always fresh. Sometimes they do um, not give you enough, especially if you order online ahead of time. They always like your portion's always small, so you have to be like there watching them. Always, always messes up my stomach. I always gotta probably sometimes I gotta use the restroom there, but if I'm close to home, I'm going home for sure. But this is an S tier. I feel like I can order the same thing every time I go to Chipotle, and every time it's going to be a different price, which is hilarious because it just depends on who's running the cash register. If they're going to charge me for a large drink, they're going to charge me for my extra, like queso or double meat or whatever. Yeah, Denny's. I would have put this higher than IHOP, which I might get some flack, but I grew up with a Denny's, and I always went to Denny's. We would go there whenever because they're always open. America's Diner's always open. But yeah, we're gonna skip that. Domino's. Here is one that I wish I would have had for A, but I put Papa John's there because it's not an S tier. It's not an S tier. Can I move Papa John's? I can't move it. So we're just gonna put this in A with it. CC's. CC's again is more of a sit down restaurant. It is. It is. Yeah, it's totally sit down, but sorry, I gotta take a be real. So it's buffet, but it's pizza, and I've put other pizzas on there, but we're gonna skip it because I don't think they do delivering. I do love their buffet, but we're skipping. Hardee's. This is another one that I like a lot, and I might get some flack for this. But I do. The one in Cambridge used to be top tier. I don't know what it's like anymore. Haven't been there in like 5 years, but they always had like the best milkshakes. And that's where I would go for milkshakes. I'm gonna go with C though. I'm gonna go with C because never had In and Out. I'm gonna go with C for Hardee's because that's the only one I've been to that's been like really good. But Hardee's. Gonna skip that. KFC. Now I'm not gonna put KFC in the same as Popeyes because it's not as good as Popeyes, and I don't think it's as good as Arby's. It can also be me having a bad one growing up. But here we are. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in D. Honestly, nothing in F yet. Buffalo Wild Wings. Nothing's better than a Thursday night with the boys. And listen, hear me out. I don't think boneless wings are wings. They're chicken nuggets. They're sauced. But what I am going to say is half price wings on a Thursday night. If they end up being boneless, it's what they are. You can't pass that up, especially when you're with your boys. But we're going to skip this. We are going to skip this for sure. Chick-fil-A, a GOAT tier place. And it's different than Zaxby's because I go to Zaxby's for their chicken tenders and their wings, not necessarily their sandwiches, but their sandwiches are good. Chick-fil-A, on the other hand, has the best chicken sandwich on the market, in my opinion. I do love Popeye's chicken sandwich, but Chick-fil-A is the original. It hits almost every time. I know sometimes you get one that's not as good, but it is going to go into S tier because waffle fries are elite. Polynesian sauce, Chick-fil-A sauce, elite. Can't pass that up. Panera Bread. I'm going to put Panera Bread pretty low because every time I have it, I feel like I'm going to poop my pants. And that's like worse than Chipotle makes me feel. So I'm probably going to put it in D. Also, not as big. I'm not as big on Panera. Like, it's just not the food that I want to eat. I'm sorry. Leo's. What is it? Leo's Barbecue? Never been. Long John Silver's. Someone's yelling at me. I took my B-reel and it was of the screen. So Bradley, stop yelling at me. I'll respond to him later. But Long John Silver's not good. It's going in F. Marco's Pizza, never had. Oh, I should put that. Oh, I should put that there. McDonald's, again, not Chick-fil-A. So I'm gonna, and it's better. We'll put it in the Burger King Whataburger tier. Dairy Queen. Now, Dairy Queen, a Blizzard is awesome. Again, I think this is a place you can get hot dogs. Chicken tenders are really good. When you get a grill and chill going, you can't beat that. So it's going to go in A. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is a good one, but it's not as good as Domino's and Papa John's, but it's better than Little Caesars, so we're going to move it to B. Starbucks, I don't think, I mean, it's fast food, but it's just coffee. I'm going to skip it. I'm going to skip Starbucks if it loads. Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake might be my top. It might go to the top. It might go to the top. I think we'll Steak and Shake up here. Their milkshakes are good. I don't love their fries. They're too thin, but enough of them and you're fine. But their burgers are good. The Krusty Krab, there's no way. There's no way the Krusty Krab is on this list. Yeah, the Krusty Krab is on this list. No way. I mean, I've never been, but it's probably S. Waffle House, again, this would be an S tier if this was all restaurants, but it says fast food, and I'm only doing fast food and pizza. So we're going to skip Waffle House. Church's Chicken, have never been to Church's Chicken. Friendly's, sit-down restaurant, not fast food. Johnny Rockets. I've been to Johnny Rockets once, but I don't recall it being a fast food restaurant. I think it was more of a diner. I don't know. We're going to skip it. We're going to skip it. Olive Garden, when you're here, your family. When you're here, you're not a fast food restaurant. Get off. Red Robin, yum, but not a fast food restaurant. Cracker Barrel, not a fast food restaurant. Dave & Buster's. Dude, I love Buster's, but it's not a fast food restaurant. Bob Evans, not a fast food restaurant. Tim Hortons. All right, here we go. Very good. Better than Dunkin', better than Starbucks. Luke would be so mad at me if I put this anywhere else, so I'm going to put it in S. It's great. On the border, not Krispy Kreme. Is Krispy Kreme better than Dunkin' Donuts? Dunkin' Donuts not on here yet, but I assume it will be. Yeah, I'll put it in A. Dunkin' Donuts, B. They're good. They're not great. Baskin Robbins, good. Not Dairy Queen. I think Dairy Queen is better. I think I don't go there enough. We're going to put it in C. Carrabba's, not a fast food restaurant. Cheesecake Factory, great. A lot of cheesecake, not a fast food restaurant. Beef O'Brady's, never been, but I also don't think they're a fast food restaurant. Bonefish Grill, not a fast food restaurant. El Pollo Loco, never been. A&W, like the root beer, they got good food, but not. I'm just gonna put it in C. D, C. We're gonna put it in C. Firehouse Subs. This is another one that is very good. I don't think it's as good as Jimmy John's. I think I'm gonna put it in B. They're good. They have big subs. I like Jimmy John's better. It's going in B. Golden Corral. I love Golden Corral. One time, me and Luke were in Florida. When he was in Florida, I went to go hang out with them. I want to say no, it was the day after my birthday. No, it was a couple years ago. But we tried to go to this. It's called Kobe. It was like a hibachi restaurant. And so we went and we were trying to go to this, and we sat down, and it was like $80 a person. And we don't have that kind of money. It's just, we don't. And so Luke pretended to get a phone call, and we ran out of there, and we went to Golden Corral instead, which is like just probably polar opposites. But it's, again, not a fast food restaurant. And it's not loading for me. Oh, Hungry Harry's. Not that good. Hungry Howie's, not Hungry Harry's. Hungry Howie's, not that good. Would have put it low on the pizza list. Accidentally skipped it. Cheddar's, not a fast food restaurant. Crystal, had it once in New Orleans. So I think I'm going to put it, it wasn't that good. I'm going to put it D. Longhorn, great steakhouse, not a fast food restaurant. Outback, another great steakhouse, not a fast food restaurant. Red Lobster, you still alive? R.I.P. if you're dead. So I don't know. How is it alive? I don't know if it's alive. Is this Jimmy Carter situation where it's like kind of alive? I mean, R.I.P. Jimmy Carter, but um, keep going. Ruby Tuesdays. My aunt used to take me there all the time. Not a fast food restaurant. Texas Roadhouse. Love Texas Roadhouse. Not fast food. Culver's. I wasn't expecting you here for some reason, but it's great. We're gonna put it up there. I don't know this one. I've never been to this one. PDQ is going in A because it's good. Um, Bojangles. Oh, actually, I put PDQ and S. Whatever. PDQ is good. It should have been A, and Bojangles was going to be B. But I do love Bojangles. 7-Eleven, roller dogs, taquitos, Slurpees, all that stuff. It's good. It's not great. We're going to go see. Captain D's, never been. Charlie, oh, they did. They used to have one of these in Cambridge. Wasn't that good. But we're going to put it in C. Cinnabon is up there. It's better than Auntie Anne's. Cinnabon is better than Auntie Anne's. B. Cold Stone, better than Baskin Robbins. B. City Walk, have never been to City Walk. Jersey Mike's, this is the one. This is the best one. Krusty's Burgers, come on. Jersey Mike's is the best one. Have never been to Boston. I've never been to Boston. Mr. Beast Burger, I've never had it. Chuck E. Cheese. The Rat. No. Quiznos. Oh, I miss Quiznos. And Quiznos was very good. Is it Firehouse good, though? No. It's C, though. Wingstop. Have never been to Wingstop, believe it or not. Have never been to Wingstop. Red Bull, never been. BJ's, I don't think that's a store. Charlie Brown Steakhouse, never been, and it's also a steakhouse. Fuddruckers, incredible. Never been, or yeah. Greek City Cafe, don't know what that is. We're gonna skip it. Margaritaville, shout out Margaritaville. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. Skipping it. Nathan's, it's a hot dog place. It's going in A. PF Chang's, skipping. Shake Shack, good, not great. B. Also, not really fast food. TJ Fridays, skip. Publix, oh, I do love a pub sub. Pub subs are the best on here. Not a fast food. Wawa. If Sheets is on here, Wawa is below Sheets, so I'm going to put it in B. Crumble Cookie, have never been. Sweet Frog, it's going to be there with Quiznos. Glory Day Grill, never, don't know what that is. Haagen-Dazs, didn't know they had a brick and mortar. Kobe, no way. This is the place that me and Luke were going, but we weren't. We were pretty poor, so shout out them. Cluck and Bell, have never been. Twisty's Treat, sounds incredible. Have never been. Moe's is going to go in C. Pizza Villa, never been. Rita's is going to go in the same category as Quiznos. Or the Quiznos. Cold Stone. Belly Buster Sandwich Shop, never been. Chum Bucket, skip. Oh, we're back here. So Sheets wasn't on the list, which is heartbreaking, because Sheets would have been in the S tier. But here we are. This is my tier list. And if you think I'm wrong, you're wrong. Sorry for everybody who is upset with me about probably Whataburger, but yeah, this is where we're at. We're at 38 minutes. I thought that was going to take so much longer than it did. I'm going to go do a Sporkle for the office, and then I'm going to do the live 5. So the live 5 could be really bad, and then I'll sign off. I think this has been fun. I feel like I'm talking really fast, but that's okay. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. It's time to keep going. Who said it office quiz? We're going to make sure we don't share the audio. And we're going to lock in real quick. We're going to lock in. We got 4-minute timer. And we're going to go. We're just going to speed through this character. I realized that for whatever reason, I just couldn't do better than Kelly. It's Ryan, right? I don't know if that's green or not. People underestimate the power of nostalgia. Nostalgia is truly one of the greatest human weaknesses, second only to the neck. This has to be Dwight. Has to be Dwight, yeah. I got my whole life to be a minority executive, only to have about a year left in these knees, though. Creed? No. Daryl. In high school, my nickname was Kool-Aid Man. Is that Kevin? Where's Kevin at? Why can't I find Kevin? There he is. Yeah, that's Kevin. As a gay man, I'm horrified. As a friend of Angela's, horrified. As a lover of elegant weddings, I'm a little excited. Obviously, that's going to be Oscar. Well, I'm setting Michael up with my fat friend anyway. He can just deal with it. That's Phyllis. I do play games. I sing, I dangle things in front of my cats. I play lots of games, just not at work. That is Angela, cats. The Dundies are like a car wreck that you want to look away, but you have to stare at it because your boss is making you. That's Pam. Just tell him to call me ASAP as possible. It's Michael. Every Halloween, I tell him the same thing. You can't bring weapons to the office. That is Toby. I don't talk trash. I talk smack. They're totally different. That is Kelly. Every little boy fantasizes about his fairy tale wedding. That's Andy. In 5 years, I like to be 5 years sober. Is that Meredith? That's Meredith. Has to be. I had to put on more and more nickels into this handset until that's Jim, of course. I do not apologize unless I think I'm the wrong. And if you don't like it, you can leave. That is Stanley. I run a small fake ID company. His last one is Creed. I got 94%. I'm very upset I missed the Daryl one, but it felt like an older person would have said it. So we're going to go back and we're going to start the live 5. So we're going to stop sharing and we're going to, it's just me. Guys, if you've made it this far, congratulations. Leave a comment on the YouTube or in the Spotify. You can leave Spotify comments now. Leave a Spotify comment, rate us, give us a like, whatever you do. Would love to get more interactions on there. I think it helps us as a show get like pushed out to more people. So would love for you to tell me anything. Tell me your favorite color in the Spotify comments if you've made it here. I don't know what your color looks like because I'm colorblind, but tell me. Anyway, so here goes Sporkle Live 5. Again, no audio. We're going to share this, try to get 5 in a row correct. Yeah. According to the CIA World Factbook, what country has the highest population of Catholic followers with more than 120 million? Mexico? Brazil. Okay. Okay, Jose, I'm so sorry. I told you that I was going to do better at reading all the answers, and I just screwed up on that first one. So going forward, I am going to make sure I read all the answers. What Maine-based American company that specializes in clothing and outdoor equipment is named for the man who founded the company in 1912? Is it Clark's, Bass & Co., LL Bean, or Eddie Bauer? I'm going to say LL Bean. I feel like LL Bean makes sense for Maine. It's correct. That's one on the board. That's one on the board. What American poet published the 1916 poem, The Road Not Taken? I do know this one. Is it Walt Whitman, Emily Dickinson, Robert Frost, or Langston Hughes? I'm going to go with Robert Frost here because I know things, and it is. So that's two. I have two correct. Um, what are the first four words of the voiceover that introduced episodes of Star Trek: The Original Series? Is it these are the voyages in a faraway galaxy where no man has space, the final frontier? I think it's space, the final frontier. It is correct. I'm three. I have three. In Disney, which Disney character dreams of being in a world of my own? Is it Jasmine, Ariel, Cinderella, or Alice? I think it's Alice. She's Alice in Wonderland. Go with that. And it is. I'm correct. What French queen is mentioned by name in Queen's song Killer Queen? Is it Anne, Marie Antoinette, Maria Theresa, or Mary? I think it's Marie Antoinette. And it is. And that is 5 questions. I went 5 for 6, which is awesome. Potentially Luke is holding me back because that was quick. I was really scared about this. I even texted Luke. I was like, this could be really bad. And sure enough, 5 for 6. And I was just answering them right away too. It wasn't like I didn't have to think about them that often. What I'm gonna keep going, see if I can break a record. What classic television and radio show used the William Tell Overture as the theme song? Dukes of Hazzard, Gunsmoke, Lassie, or Lone Ranger? I don't know. Lassie? It was Lone Ranger. Um, so yeah, that's it for these things that I have. I've only been going for 46 minutes. I don't really know where else to go from here. Um, but yeah. Do I tell a story or do I just end it? Or do I try to find another let me see if I can find another Sporkle real quick. Let me see if I can find another Sporkle real quick. Because I would love to do that. I've just gone it hasn't been long enough. That's what she said. Anyway. We I don't know. I can't think on my feet like this. I don't really have any other stories to tell you. Pringles flavors, real or fake? We're gonna do this. I guess I just have to guess to see if a Pringles flavor is real or fake, and we're gonna have fun because there's probably gonna be some crazy. There's gonna be some crazy ones in here. So Pringles flavors, real or fake? 4 minutes. Let's see. Big and chunky, fake. Blueberry hazelnut, fake. Chili con queso, real. Cinnamon sugar tortillas, probably fake. Concrete, no. Cotton candy, no. Extreme salt blast, maybe. Flaming hot tuna, don't like that. Funky mushroom, no. Spicy, hot and spicy wonton, like that. Maximum mandarin, mayonnaise, it better not be. Monte Cristo sandwich, I believe probably is one. Incorrect. Whew. NyQuil chicken, I forgot about that. Original, salt and vinegar, rosemary and olive oil, rock the floor, no. Red, white, and blueberry, probably not. Shark fin soup, no. Sour cream and onion, yes. Spotted dick, no, I hope not. Steak and onion pie, maybe. Yeah. Flaming hot tuna, wrong. Funky mushroom, maybe a foreign one. No. Wow, I'm doing bad. Extreme salt blast. Whew, I'm getting cooked right now. Cinnamon and sugar tortillas. Yep. There's no way they've. Yeah. Okay. Pumpkin pie spice. Yeah. Maximum mandarin. Wrong. Oh, big and chunky was concrete was not one. There's no way concrete was one. Mayonnaise. NyQuil chicken was one. Yeah. I don't know. Um, but here we are. Let's see how much time I've been going for. 49 minutes. We're gonna call it a day. Um, Someone did ask to join, but it's almost over, so I can't really. I then have to wait for them to make an account. Sorry, Jose, not Jose that yelled at me about Live Five. Another Jose. But yeah, go do me a favor and just follow the account on all social medias. We'll do better at getting things out. Twitter is where we post the most, but I need to do better at getting Instagram stuff out. Um, but yeah, appreciate y'all if you've made it this far. But yeah, let's blouse, and I will talk to y'all next week. Peace.